Hey, welcome to ZstyDiscGolf. Today I'm at Rancho, Santa Fe. This is a 5-hole basket in a park, but there's 9-hole layouts, 18-hole layouts. But this is Rancho, Santa Fe, located in Avondale, Arizona. So I'm gonna run through the course, play it, and then I'm gonna list the pros and cons, and then I'm gonna give it a Zest score. Okay, hole 1, par 3, 275 feet. Basket is straight ahead. I'm gonna start off with the trace, and then I'm gonna go kind of up and over this canopy right here to the right. Oh, not what I wanted. Went to the other basket actually. I think that's hole 9. So, okay. So we are about 70 feet from the basket. I'm gonna start off with my putter. I'm gonna use the Judge on this one. Oh, that's beaut. That's beaut. Okay, cool. And this is cool so far. So it's like a very, it's like a nice, pleasant park. So it's pretty open field. Just kind of get the shot of like the open field, and then they got all these baskets just kind of sitting around and everything. I haven't played in a few weeks, so I feel a little rusty for sure, but let's try and sink this in for the par. Oh, the noise that made too is embarrassing. All right, let's start with the +1. So this next basket is straight out in the middle of the field. So I'm gonna use the annex on this. And then I don't know if I mentioned, I'm not doing the full 18. I'm just gonna do the 9-hole layout. So this one's par 3. I think it said 310 feet on UDisc. So with this course, you kind of have to use UDisc to kind of understand the layout. You can just come out here and kind of throw to the baskets. Like this one's, there's concrete right here, so you can kind of throw just out in the middle of the open. But yeah, this one, use the annex, and then I'll use this, use the concrete pad as well to kind of help me out. And yeah, just straight out. Look nice. This is nice though so far. It's a lot of birds in the trees around me, so it's very, nature-esque. Even though there's like the I-10 freeways right there, it doesn't really take away too much. We're still a bit of ways, maybe about 100 feet or so. So I'll use the buzzsaw for this one. We'll just kind of do backhand throw on this. Should come back, which will be nice. Yeah, cool. In the area. It's a nice, beautiful day out as well. There's no wind at all. Arizona doesn't get much wind, but it's like completely dead right now, which is pretty awesome. And then it's super bright and sunny, so definitely gonna burn a little bit possibly. But yeah, I think that today's like our last 70s day, or maybe tomorrow. I think tomorrow it's gonna be like in the 70s. So, oof, James. Okay, so not where we want to be so far. Not where we want to be. We want to be even. So far, 2 over right now. So after looking at the layout, so that is the same exact basket for hole number 3. So we need to kind of walk all the way over here to get to that tee box. So yeah, we're just gonna aim for the same exact basket based on what it looks like. So this next tee pad is just kind of like right next to the baseball stadium. So probably gonna throw about right here, and then we're just gonna aim for the same exact basket. And so this is hole 3, par 3, 368 feet, I believe is what it said. And I'm gonna throw 2 on this one, just because I kind of want to get a little bit more distance. So for this one, I'm gonna throw my Lone Star Harrier, and then I'm also gonna throw my ZstyDisc Underworld. So, and again, baskets just kind of straight ahead, right in the open field. So for this, I want to try and get it Should go down to the right a little bit. So I want to aim a little bit more over to the right of these houses. Yeah, not a good one. All right, we'll do the west side disc underworld. I'll try the same thing. So we'll see. There you go. That's better. A lot better. So again, same exact basket. This one I'm gonna forehand this off. Well, that's a beaut. That's nice. Very, very solid forehand. And then I will just tap this in for what should be my first par. Next up we have hole 4, par 3, 315 feet, and I believe this is the tee pad we're using, and then it'll be the same exact basket from hole number 1. So we're gonna go out more right so we don't get near the houses. That's not bad. Okay. I keep pointing my hand, I believe, to the left, so that's why they keep going hard left. I need to kind of level my hand out a little bit. So, all right, basket straight ahead. We'll just forehand this one. Try our best to get near. Try to hit a pigeon. Oh, that's bad. That's not bad. Yeah, that was a pretty bad one. And we have a far putt on this one. This will be for a par. Oh, I just went straight up with that. Okay, I'm gonna tap that in. We'll finish that off with a bogey. Next up, hole number 5, par 3, 365 feet. And I believe it wants me up here on the concrete. And so I will forehand nuke. I want to try and get this about to the left a little bit. I'm actually going to forehand too. I'm going to forehand the nuke. Hope that just didn't come. Yes, it did. I'm going to forehand the nuke, and then I'm also going to forehand the trace. I don't like that. With the trace, I want to kind of forehand it a little bit more, down, and then it'll go out to the right. Yeah, that was better. Could have been down a little bit more. And again, we're just going for the same basket. So, let's try the forehand again. I want to try and do the same thing. I want to try and kind of keep it down to the left. I'm going to put it down to the left at like an angle, and then should come back. So let's see how we do this. Look nice. It's not within par range by any means. It's pretty far, but we've been in this position about 3 times now. This is the 3rd time using this basket. So let's go for a through the legs putt. Keep it more to the right. See, that's how it should have been. That was good. That was a great putt. I like that. Still a bogey, but a good putt nonetheless. And let's just finish this up with our bogey. Here we are. So hole number 6, 360 feet, I believe is what it said. And yeah, so we're up on the sidewalk again. But we're gonna throw in the other direction towards that way. So again, I'm gonna use the trace and I'm gonna forehand. So I wanna kind of get this forehand down. So again, do it more at an angle. It'll kind of level itself out. Might actually keep it more to the right. That was more like a hammer throw. Okay, we'll do one more. We're gonna do the annex. on this, and then I will also do the same. I'll do a forehand, but I won't angle it as much. I think I angled it kind of too severely on that last one. It was better. It was better. So I'll take the trace on this one. So I'm actually going to forehand the annex again on this shot, because I want to be working with the annex on this. Okay. All right, let me forehand the trace again as well. I really want to get my forehands down on these. That looks good. Yeah, that one just takes a harder dive right. They both landed in basically the same shot. One's just like a little bit more right. They're pretty much, it's like a big triangle here on where they landed. So, but again, we'll do it through the legs putt. See where this takes us. Oh my goodness. Putt's bad today. Bad putts today. Yeah, it is just a beautiful day out. It's so nice. There's a hint of a breeze, but not much impact. So, okay, so hole 6. This will be 5 over. Not a good day. Not a good day. That's a great putt. That's how I should be doing it. So we're coming up to the hole 7 tee pad. This is, right. It's gonna be right next to these rocks. Is what UDisc is telling me. And then the hole is, it's gonna be, the basket is gonna be between the trees right there. And this is 475 feet for a par 4. This one's a little hard to get footage of. But I'm just gonna kind of use this dirt. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Like this is kind of like dirt path right here. Kind of make the line out of it with my white shoes. There we go. So that's my line. And again, we're gonna put it between the trees. Use the annex on this one. Keep it down. Okay. I mean, that was down. We'll do one more. We'll do the trace. We will keep it less down. Actually, won't do the trace. Let's do the diamond. Do the diamond on this. And we'll keep it a little bit less down than that last one. That's better, I guess. No skipping? No skipping. Yep, those both suck. I'll take the trace on this one. I grabbed my diamond, so let's see. I'd really like to try and get another birdie. So hopefully this one can do it. It's looking nice. Distance-wise, good. I didn't get angle-wise where I wanted it to be. All right, so we want to finish up on hole number 7. I will forehand this one. I'll forehand the annex. Get a little bit of wind. So probably, which way's the wind heading? I think the wind's heading a little bit north. So I will try and take this out to the right a little bit more. Yeah, started to do it. So, all right, hopefully we can get this one in for a par. All right, let's finish up on hole number 7. Oh, right off the top. Damn, that was a good putt. But finish with another one. I think I am 6 over at the moment. All right, we're now on hole number 8. So tee box is gonna be right here. And then the basket is just right there between the trees. This is a par 3, 268 feet. For this one, I'm gonna use the annex. I'm actually gonna tee box right here. Use the line. Yeah, I use the annex for this one. I like this one a lot. There's like a lot of trees and stuff. It makes it a complicated hole. So we'll go to the right of the dog poop thing. Hopefully between the two trees right there. Oh, nope. Did I hit the other tree? Did. It was a good throw though, really good throw. Not where I wanted it, but it was a good throw. It was a really good throw. It's probably 200, like 210, 220 foot drive. So, and this will hopefully be for birdie. Ah, nope, too high. I'm gonna try another putter actually. Try the crown on this one. Kind of the same thing. Let us finish this off for par. All right, there's a par. And then hole number 9, par 3, 280 feet. Have to backtrack a little bit because it uses hole 1's basket. But I will use this line right here, my go-to. It's between the trees. It's got some nice, some nice complicated shots. So we'll try and keep it closer, maybe to the right. Let's see what we can do. Between the trees? Between the trees. Dude. That was a very good throw. Last 2 throws were incredible. For me. All right, let's finish things up on hole number 9. Ooh. Oh. Good angle. It just needs to be more right. Not only do I feel like holes 8 and 9 were the hardest, I think I did the absolute best on them. So, cool for me. I'm better than I thought. And let's finish this up. All right, and that is a par on number 9, which I believe puts us at plus 5 for the day, maybe? I don't know. Plus 5 or 6. So that wraps things up for Rancho Santa Fe. This is a 5-basket course in a park, which I played as 9 holes, located in Avondale, Arizona. This is a good course. I think it's kind of a practice course. It's a big open field, so it kind of lets you throw and maybe get used to it and stuff like that. Some pros for this course, I believe, is that it's an open field. I think that's kind of sweet. It lets you practice different shots and stuff like that. I think the baskets are kind of cool. There's a couple of them. So holes 8 and 9 are probably the best. I think they're actually kind of challenging shots with the trees and stuff like that. And you got to kind of angle some things. So those are pretty fun to play. Cons for this course is I do think there's kind of a lot. I don't necessarily think this is a course. It's more, like I said, just kind of a practice baskets in a park. It's probably good if you live local. Like if you live in the neighborhood, it's probably nice to come out and play. I drove about 25 minutes to get here. I don't know if it's necessarily worth a 25-minute drive, but there's not much indication. You have to use UDisc. If you do come out here, you have to use UDisc to navigate the holes, or you can just kind of make up your own holes. You're probably better off making up your own holes, just because the way some of them were. So hole number 1 was fine, but then hole number 2 and 3, you kind of got to walk far away and use a different basket, or you use the same basket. Let me rephrase that. So I'd be behind my camera right here for hole number 3, and then I have to use the same exact basket and go somewhere else. So you might just want to make up your own hole layout and kind of do the circle. I think would be pretty cool way of doing this. So I'm not the biggest fan of the layout. And then other than that, I mean, there's not really much tee pads, but again, it's just kind of expected. It is just baskets in a park. So it is really for practice, not necessarily a course. So overall though, it's fun. Like I said, the last couple holes are some pretty challenging shots, but would I drive 25 minutes to come back to this course? No, I don't think so. I think there's other courses that I would rather go to that actually kind of allow me to practice more. There's also big open fields where I can practice. And so, but for the Zest score, I would give this a 3 out of 10, just because it's not really a course. Like I said, it is just kind of more of a practice field. So editor's note, I'm actually updating the score on this to a 6 out of 10, just because I screwed up the layout, so I don't think that's kind of fair to rate it low because I messed up. So I think a 6 out of 10 is a lot more fair. Um, and one thing I didn't mention is that there is kind of a lack of parking. So I did kind of want to mention that as well, which kind of that's what gives it a 6 out of 10. But other than that, it's a good course. Nice quality baskets and stuff like that. There's a nice big park area for you to go through and throw some discs around. So that is the review. So thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and then stay tuned for the next episode.